Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shankar Radha Kunda Giri Garavadhan Ki Jai, Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Mathura Dham Ki Jai, Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai, Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai, Jamuna Mai Ki Jai, Ganges Mai Ki Jai, Tulasi Devi Ki Jai, Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Samaveta Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glories to Sam Buddhis. All glories to Sam Buddhis. All glories to Sam Buddhis. All glories to Sri Sri Guru Sri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vijayavutali. Smate Bhakti Trita Shanti. Mr. Krishna Parayogara Shita. Shri Gaura Karana Shakti Bhakti Trita. Om Gyana Atimirandasya Gyananjana Salakayan Chakshurmalitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhisam Savitam Jana Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Kadati Swapadantikam Pandeham Sri Gurun Sri Uttapada Kamala Sri Gurun Vaishnavascha Sri Rupa Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunatha Vitantam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sahavadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vasakam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisai Gopika Kanta Radhakanta Namastute Taptakanchana Gaurangi Taranti Vrindaveshwari Visavam Siti Pranamami Hari Priya Panchakalpataruvyascha Kripasamya Evacha Patitan Pavanivyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Continue our reading from Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 7. The Lord's Tour of South India. Continue from text 82. Dekini Chananda Prabhu Kahe Bhakta Gane Ehi Rupe Nritya Age Habe Grame Grame. Upon seeing the chanting and dancing of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda predicted that later there would be dancing and chanting in every village. Prabhupada said, this prediction of Sri Nityananda Prabhu's is applicable not only in India but also all over the world. That is now happening by His grace. The members of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness are now traveling from one village to another in the Western countries and are even carrying the deity with them. These devotees distribute various literatures all over the world. We hope that these devotees who are preaching the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will very seriously follow strictly in his footsteps. If they follow the rules and regulations and chant 16 rounds daily, their endeavor to preach the cult of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will certainly be successful. This is a conviction of Srila Prabhupada. He's very convinced about the potency of this Krishna consciousness, the mantra. But he says something here. We should not simply distribute books and carry deities all over. We should keep the principles. It is only then that the effect will take place. We hope that these devotees who are preaching the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will very seriously follow strictly, very seriously follow strictly in his footsteps. If they follow the rules and regulations and chant 16 rounds daily, Prabhupada is emphatic in the result. Their behavior, their endeavor to preach the cult of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will certainly be successful. If we preach and carry deities all around without following the rules and regulations and chanting 16 rounds, it will be karma kandi activity, not bhakti. Karma kandi. It's not bhakti. So Prabhupada wants us to follow the regulative principle. He used the word seriously and strictly. This is when we'll see the result of what we are doing and the desire of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Seeing that it was already getting late, Lord Nityananda Prabhu, the spiritual master, invented a means to disperse the crowd. When Lord Nityananda Prabhu took Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for lunch at noon, everyone came running around them. After finishing their baths, they returned at noon to the temple. Admitting his own men, Sri Nityananda Prabhu closed the outside door. Gopinath Acharya then brought prasadam for the two lords to eat. And after they had eaten, the remnant of the food were distributed to all the devotees. Hearing about this, everyone there came to the outside door and began chanting the holy name. Hari, Hari. Thus there was a tumultuous sound. After lunch, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made them open the door. In this way, everyone received his audience with great pleasure. The people came and went until evening, and all of them became Vaishnava devotees and began to chant and dance. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then passed the night there and discussed the pastimes of Lord Krishna with his devotees with great pleasure. The next morning, after taking his bath, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started on his South Indian tour. he bade farewell to the devotees by embracing them. Although they all fell to the ground unconscious, the Lord did not turn to see them, but proceeded onward. In separation, the Lord became very much perturbed and walked on unhappily. His servants, Krishnadas, who was carrying his water pot, followed behind. All the devotees remained there and fasted. And the next day they all unhappily returned to Jagannath Puri. Almost like a mad lion, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went on his tour filled with ecstatic love and performing Sankirtan, chanting Krishna's name is as follows. Krishna, 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 Hey.
Krishna, 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 Hare.
Krishna, 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 Hare.
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Rakshama.
Krishna, 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 Rakshama.
Krishna, 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 Prema.
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Damodara, Rama, Raghava, Rama, Raghava, Rakshama. Krishna Kesava, Krishna Kesava, Krishna Kesava, Prema. The Lord chanted, Krishna, 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 He.
Krishna, 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 Hare.
Krishna, 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 He.
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Rakshama.
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Prema. That is, O Lord Krishna, please protect me and maintain me. He also chanted, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rakshama. Krishna Kesava, Krishna Kesava, Krishna Kesava, Hare Ram. O Lord Ramachandra, the descendant of King Raghu, please protect me. O Krishna, O Keshava, the killer of Kesi demon, please maintain me. Chanting this verse, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, known as Gaura Hari, went on his way. As soon as he saw someone, he would request him to chant Hari, Hari. Hari, Hari. Whoever heard Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chant Hari, 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 he also chanted the holy name of Lord Hari and Krishna. In this way, they all followed the Lord, very eager to see him. After some time, the Lord will embrace these people and bid them return home, having invested each of them with spiritual potency. Why Chaitanya wouldn't do this in Bengal? Yes, in Bengal. Why he didn't do this? He was born in Nawadip. He stayed in Nawadip, Mayapur. He didn't embrace them in Mayapur. Why he didn't do? He did only in South India. What was the reason for it?
Scholarly. Because there were a lot of smarta brahmanas.
A lot of smartas brahmanas.
Scholarly people in Navi.
Scholarly. What is wrong being scholar?
Dry knowledge. Dry knowledge.
Thank you.
They were all offenders.
Thank you. Yes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not give them this message because of their scholarship. They are very proud of their education and very offensive. That time Navadip was the center of knowledge. Even small children would challenge big men. Small children. They will fight and beat each other every day. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw that as contamination, so he didn't give them this. Lord Advaita Acharya asked the Lord for benediction. Advaita Acharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, yes, you call me. So whatever you ask me, I will give you. Advaita Acharya said, my dear Lord, people who are very proud of their education, don't give them Prema. Yes. People who are very proud of their aristocratic family, don't give them Prema. It's okay. If you're very proud of their beauty, don't give them Prema. It's okay. And people who are proud of their knowledge. 4 things are disqualification for Prema Bhakti. 4 things, disqualification. So Advaita and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, upon hearing this from Advaita, he roared very loudly, let it be as you said. Let it be as you said. They will not get. Then Advaita added, but the Malaysians, Yavanas, Kiratas, Pulindas, Kasas, Abiras, who feel very, very humble, considering themselves nothing, and chant the holy name, give them Prema. Chaitanya said yes. So he's acting on Advaitacharya's advice or instruction. So here Chaitanya was embracing, this is a process of initiation. Embracing people. They get you love of Godhead. You do it on, you do it. That's how we're making devotees in turn. They're converting the whole people into Vaishnavism. Very simple process. Oh Lord, my karma was not a good one. Therefore, I was not there to get this. Born at a different time. He's not physically distributing this. But nonetheless, he's doing it by the holy name of Krishna. By the holy name. You want to chant the holy name sincerely. Follow the principles strictly. We will get the same embrace from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the mercy is still available. Each of these empowered persons will return to his own village, always chanting the name of Krishna, and sometimes laughing, crying, and dancing. Such an empowered person will request everyone and anyone, whomever he saw, to chant the name of Krishna. In this way, all the villagers will also become devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. People from different villages who came to see such an empowered individual will become like him simply by seeing him and receiving the mercy of his glance. When each of these newly empowered individuals return to his own village, he also converted the villagers into devotees. And when others came from different villages to see him, they were also converted. The system is very simple and sweet. Embracing someone, get pure love of God. Embrace another person, get pure love of God. It's on and on and on. So simple. Yes, I will embrace you now and get it from you. You are the integrator, need another person. So we started now. History will repeat itself. Yes. In this way, as empowered men went from one village to another, all the people of South India became devotees. Those many hundreds of people became Vaishnavas when they passed the Lord on the way and were embraced by him. In whatever village Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed to accept alms, many people came to see him. By the mercy of the Supreme Lord, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all these persons became first-class devotees. Later, they became teachers or spiritual masters and liberated the entire world. In this way, the Lord went to the extreme southern part of India, and he converted all the provinces to Vaishnavism. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not manifest his spiritual potencies at Navadvip, But he did manifest them in South India and liberated all the people there. Purport. At that time, there were many Smartas, non-devoted followers of Vedic rituals, at the holy place of Navadip, which was also the birthplace of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Followers of the Smriti Shastras are called Smartas. Most of them are non-devotees, and their main business is following the Brahmanical principles strictly. However, they are not enlightened in devotional service. In Navadip, all the learned scholars are followers of the Smriti Shastra, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not attempt to convert them. Therefore, the author has remarked that the spiritual potency of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not manifest at Navadip, was by his grace manifested in South India. Thus, everyone there became a Vaishnava. By this, it is to be understood that people are really interested in preaching in a favorable situation. If the candidate for conversion are too disturbing, a preacher may not attempt to spread Christian consciousness amongst them. It is better to go where the situation is more favorable. This Christian consciousness movement was first attempted in India. But the people of India, being absorbed in political thought, did not take to it. They were entranced by the political leaders. We preferred, therefore, to come to the West, following the order of our spiritual master. And by the grace of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this movement is becoming successful. The situation was so terrible that Prabhupada was so angry that he promised he will not preach in India. He took a vow, I will not go back to that place. That is how pure devotees are. They are always very merciful, very kind. They are very hard and at the same time very, very soft. But he came back and preached. And now we are seeing the effect of it. The spreading everywhere. Spreading. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's empowering of others can be understood by one who is actually a devotee of the Lord and who has received his mercy. If one does not believe in the uncommon transcendental pastimes of the Lord, he is vanquished both in this world and in the next. Whatever I have stated about the beginning of the Lord's talk should also be understood to hold for as long as the Lord taught South India. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to the holy place known as Kurmakshetra, he saw the deity and offered prayers and obeisances. Purport. Kurmasthana is a well-known place of pilgrimage. There is a temple there of Kurmadev in the Prapanamrita. It is said that Lord Jagannath took Sri Ramanujacharya from Jagannath Puri and one night threw him to Kurmakshetra. Kurmakshetra is situated on the line of the Southern Railway in India. One has to go to the railway station known as Chikkakola Road. From this station, one goes 8 miles to the east to reach the holy place known as Kurmachal. Those who speak the Telugu language consider this holy place very important. This statement is reported in the government gazette known as Ganjama Manual. There is the deity of Kurma there. And as mentioned above, Srila Ramanujacharya was thrown from Jagannath Puri to this place. At this time, he thought that the deity of Kurma was Lord Shiva's deity. Therefore, he was fasting there. Later, when he understood that the Kurma Murti was another form of Lord Vishnu, he instituted very gorgeous worship for Lord Kurma. This statement is found in the Prapanamrita, chapter 36. The holy place of Kurma Kshetra, or Kurma Stan, was actually re-established by Sripad Ramanujacharya under the influence of Lord Jagannath Dev at Jagannath Puri. Later, the temple came under the jurisdiction of the king of Vijaya Nagar. The deity was worshipped by the Vaishnavas of the Madhvacharya Sampradaya. In the temple, there are some inscriptions said to be written by Sri Narahari Tirtha, who was in the disciplic succession of Madhvacharya. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur explains those inscriptions as follows. 1. Sri Purushottam Yati appeared as the instructor of many learned men. He was a very favorite devotee of Lord Vishnu. 2. His preaching was accepted throughout the world with great respect, and by his power, he liberated many non-devotees with strong reason and logic. 3. He initiated Ananda Tirtha and converted many foolish men to accept sannyas and punished them with his rod. 4. All his writings and words are very potent. He gave people devotional service to Lord Vishnu so they could be elevated to liberation in the spiritual world. 5. His instructions in devotional service were able to elevate any man to the lotus feet of the Lord. 6. Narahari Tirtha was also initiated by him and became the ruler of Kalinga province. 7. Narahari Tirtha fought with the Sabaras, who were Chandalas or hunters, and those saved the temple of Kurma. 8. Narahari Tirtha was a very religious and powerful king. He died in the Saka era 1203 in the month of Vaisakha, in the fortnight of the moon's waxing period, on the day of Ekadasi, after the temple was constructed and dedicated to the holy name of Yogananda Narasimha Dev. The tablet is dated 1281 AD, 29 March, Saturday. Yes. While at this place, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in his usual ecstasy of love of Godhead and was laughing, crying, dancing, and chanting. Everyone who saw him was astonished. After hearing of these wonderful occurrences, everyone came to see him there. When they saw the beauty of the Lord and his ecstatic condition, they were all struck with wonder. Just by seeing Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, everyone became a devotee. They began to chant Krishna and Hari and all the holy names. They all were merged in the great ecstasy of love, and they began to dance, raising their arms. Always hearing them chant the holy names of Lord Krishna. The residents of all the other villages also came and became Vaishnavas. By hearing the holy name of Krishna, the entire country became Vaishnava. It was as if the nectar of the holy name of Krishna overflooded the entire country. After some time, when Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested his external consciousness, a priest of the Lord Kurma deity gave him various offerings. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mode of preaching was already being explained, and I shall not repeat the explanation. In whichever village the Lord entered, his behavior was the same. In one village, there was a Vedic Brahmana named Kurma. He invited Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his home with great respect and devotion. All right. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Sri Kurma Kshetra ki jai.
Jai.
Yes. Something else. You've been to the temple? Kurma? Who else? No? They surprised me. There's so many tortoises. If you go, they see so many tortoises. They maintain them there. This is Kurma. Yes. All right. Comment?
My question is regarding the how we cannot get bhakti because of the four pride which Aditya Tali asked from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So my question is regarding the education, about the proper education. So even if we study this literatures or scriptures, so we can very easily go toward, we can easily very get pride even if we study the scriptures because it stimulates our intellect. So my question is, how can we stop ourselves from going toward that path?
What is Bhagavata 5:18 say? 5:18. What did he say? 5:18. Chapter 5, text 18. What is?
The humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal
Use a microphone.
The humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned and gentle brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog-eater outcast.
What does it mean? What is the meaning of that?
That even there were sages, there were humble.
By virtue of true knowledge, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. One who has true knowledge will be humble. One who simply studied the scripture is not a knowledgeable person. The true knowledge will make someone humble. If you want to know this person has knowledge, you see humility in that person. So if we are studying Bhagavad Gita. Krishna gave Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. Arjuna did not become proud. Although he got it in 30 minutes, he didn't become proud. His intention was to get knowledge to solve the problem. So he did not become proud, even though the Lord was teaching him personally, which he's supposed to be. You went to school, ordinary people. Me, the Supreme Lord directly taught me, who are you? We are not made. Arjuna didn't feel like that. So if we are studying our books, we mentioned before, when we take our books, we are looking for Krishna inside the head, not the philosophy. So when someone takes the book and looking for philosophy to entertain our intellect, we'll be proud. There are two things which makes one proud. One is studying the scripture, one becomes very proud. Second is performing austerity, one becomes very proud. If the intention is not genuine, if the intention is not devotional, if the intention is material, we become proud. See, you ate 20 plates. Me, only punch a house. Yes, only this. You 20 plates. That's pride. We will look down on others. So that's not austerity and that's not knowledge. Knowledge will make someone humble because we will be able to realize our tiny, insignificant nature and will see the supreme position of Krishna and become very humble. So that is why we see, what we see in pure devotees, they are naturally humble. Because the knowledge has helped them to realize the self. We mentioned the other day, first self-realization first before God realization. Without self-realization, there is no God realization. So we should study the books to become a devotee, not to become a scholar. So nowadays, this is what we will do. Little children, they are challenging their grandfather. What is that? False ego. What is false ego? And Krishna dealt with them seriously. Krishna punished them very severely. How did he do that? How did Krishna punish them?
He was there and he did not leave.
Kesava Kashmiri. Kesava Kashmiri. When they heard he was coming, they deserted in Navadip. They ran away from him. All of them ran away. Just to hear that, their heart was shattered. They ran. And especially when they heard that, Lakshmi Devi was on his tongue. Oh, come on. Who can stand this man? They all ran away. That's the Christian's plan. To chastise them. Where Kesava Kashmir was coming, people didn't run away, they faced him. But nowadays, they ran. They were running. They decided the place they were staying for years, they ran away out of fear. That was chastisement. So we should study our scriptures, searching for Krishna. This is what Jiva Goswami did. He crossed the ocean of the Vedas looking for Krishna, and he got Krishna. Many people in Kesava Kashmir, he studied the Vedas and crossed it, but he didn't find Krishna. He didn't see Krishna. He saw something else. So, it's better for us to define our interest very clearly in Christian consciousness. Let us define our interest in Christian consciousness and make it very, very clear.
Hare Krishna, Sri Gurudev. My humble obeisances to you. Gurudev, here is mentioned already by Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami that whatever pastimes and Shakti, potency Mahaprabhu given to the South India, that same potency he did not spread in the Navadvip. It is there in the verse itself. So I want to have more understanding on this because when Mahaprabhu was in Jagannath Puri, every year many like millions of devotees they go with the love. Raghava Pandit, whole the year he prepared the dry foods for Mahaprabhu. Shivananda Shen, Maiti, all they visited Gauranga Mahaprabhu out of love. So if Mahaprabhu did not give the love, then how, even now, like for example, not in South India or in Puri, but West Bengal, when the Navadvip Mandal is still headquarter of ISKCON is there. So without love, how it is possible? So I want to understand between these two loves, in Mayapur, Navadvip and South India.
The holy name of Krishna is all over the world, not only in Navadvip or South India, it's all over the world. Jagannatha Theatre is all over the world, everywhere, all over. So not only in two places. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed in Jagannath Puri. The personalities you call are his associates. They are his personal associates. It was not that he was embracing and giving pure love of God. He was embracing ordinary people. We were getting pure love of God. But he didn't do that in Navadvip. He did only in South India. Because they were simple people. So they got the message directly, embracing. The devotees who are coming to see him in Jagannath Puri, they didn't get the embrace of Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu like that, or Prema. That was not the system. The system, they were seeing him directly and chanting the holy name with him. He does japa every day with his devotees. So they are different. The common people in the street like he did in South Africa, he didn't do that today. Today, yes, is the ISKCON headquarters. That is the honor. That's the honor given to the birthplace which is coming from. That's the honor. It is normal to have that there. You know the headquarters of ISKCON, which is not officially mentioned, Iwasaka Avenue, US. That is the ISKCON. That's the birthplace of ISKCON. Not Navadvip. That's ISKCON. ISKCON birthplace. Tauschen Square Park. The stone is still there. That stone is still there. And ISKCON property is written there. That is birthplace. So it is there. Right. So if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did that in Navadvip, but he didn't give them that message. He gave the opportunity only to simple people who were innocent. Yeah, like what? Yes. They're innocent, sinful but innocent. Not simple and proud. Right?
Hare Krishna.
Mahaprabhu sent back Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur to preach in Bengal. I was thinking what we have now is our followers of Lord Chaitanya. At that time, these Smarta Brahmanas, they were not followers of Lord Chaitanya. And I have a question or a comment from morning lecture video. You were mentioning about pastimes that happen in order to go back to Godhead, to get stoned, to experience the Sankirtan movement, to be outside, distributing books, distributing the holy name, and I can see that not many of us, we have gone through that. Our process is quite different. It's just studying, getting some knowledge, participating in festivals maybe, prasadam, visiting holy places, but the mercy that is available of going to the street, doing Harinam Sankirtan, especially outside India, where it seems more difficult. So how we can approach these experiences? Because it seems like by doing this, we won't get that experience. If it's necessary, it seems like it's necessary to go through that in order to achieve a higher level.
Yes. You want to transfer all Indians to Africa? Go to Argentina or abroad? Go to Argentina, be locked up for days. If you don't dhoti, there was a time in Brazil you can't wear dhoti. Yes. No, you cannot wear dhoti. Be jailed. Yes. So some sacrifice have been made. Now it's not like that. Now you can wear dhoti. But there was some time which is difficult like that. Anyway, we don't have the same karma. Don't have the same karma. But it's something which is very significant. Very covered, we don't see it. Our acharyas, they have a lot of influence on us who are his followers. For the acharya, they have a lot of influence. That influence Prabhupada has for us. It's not a license. It's not a license for anyone to remain lazy person. Because my father is carrying me on the shoulder, I shouldn't remain a child on the shoulder for eternity. I should become a man sometimes and act properly. You understand? Yeah? So we should stand up and do something. We should stand up and do something. Not just sitting down, just sit, meetings, conferences, and seminars, just sitting and eating through, sitting and eating. You will not be such a wonderful devotee by this process. You cannot be a wonderful devotee. You may be a pure devotee, that's okay, We cannot be, we cannot affect people's lives, to transform people's lives just by this process like that. We have to do something really challenging. By taking risk on behalf of Krishna, it draws Krishna's attention upon us easily. Yes. I had Prabhupada say those who are preaching in the difficult places, they get more mercy than others. Why it is difficult? So they get more mercy easily than those who are preaching in a simple place. Simple means you don't have a challenge. How can you make advancement if you don't have a challenge? Those who have big challenges and stood the sand, they will make advancements. We're discussing the Bhakti Bible student. Narada Muni was traveling in a jungle alone, small boy, climbing mountains, hills with terrible animals. Their voice alone is enough to make you faint before death comes. Small boy, he passed through all that. Not only that, when he got to some beautiful place like flower gardens, orchards with the fruit, and he didn't stay there either. Both the good and the bad, they are bad. So the money was not affected by that. He continued until he came to a deserted place where he can see a favorable banyan tree. Then he sat there to do his meditation. And as soon as he started, he got Krishna. As soon as he started. Look at the austerity. He was not attracted to the favorable situations. He was not distracted by unfavorable situations. He wasn't. He was equal to both. That gave him that chance. His meditation didn't go for thousands of years. He got Krishna. Because he already performed austerity, traveling all these places to come to a place that is conducive for his practice. So he got very easily. But we want to be called Radhamuni Das Prabhu, Radhamuni Prabhu. And we want our son to be named Narada, Dev, Devarisi. But what they did to become that, we don't care about it. We only want the name and not the price which afforded them that name. That's the most important thing. So yes, Chaitanya Prabhu, he sent Chaitanya Prabhu to go back to preaching. He did preaching, which they were also blaspheming him, even risking his life, being robbed. He was not embracing people and giving them back. He was simply preaching, having kirtan. Really, look at this man. Are you a sannyasi? See. All the things that the sannyasi should not touch, that everything is on their body. Are you a sannyasi? He got all those blasphemy, but he continued his preaching like that. Different from Chaitanya Prabhu embracing someone. There was no philosophy. He was embracing, Hare Krishna. That's all. The same thing, on and on and on and on. Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Chaitanya. Last one. Last question.
Krishna. I just mentioned that people were getting love of God just by getting embraced. So does that mean that Guru was not required that time?
Chaitanya was the Guru himself. He was the Guru doing that. It was not just coming from the sky. A person was doing it. That's the Guru himself.
But the other villages who have.
That is his expansion. That is his expansion. He, the Guru is there, is empowering you on and on. So the initiator is the Supreme Lord himself. That's the Guru. Right? It's the same thing happening now. So the Prabhupada is not physically here now, right? So he gave it, his disciple gave to us, and we are going to give to others. So it is going the same way. So are you not Guru? Teaching people Krishna consciousness? Are you not Guru? Yes, yes. Whatever stand it is, you are teaching people, you are Guru, you are spiritual, you are teaching. So you have been empowered to do that, so you are doing that. The same thing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did. Those whom he embraced, they also pass it on, this whole person. So they are the teachers, passing it on like that. Even we're going to hear, when devotee want to follow him, he said, no. What I have taught you, stay here and teach others. You will see me. No way. Not by artificially following the Lord, but by doing what the Guru said. So yes, the system is there. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Chaitanya Chaitanya ki, Prabhupada ki. Today is ISKCON incorporation. Yes. Today is a birthday of ISKCON. See, coincidentally, we just talking about it. We just spoke about it. The birthday of ISKCON. Yeah. See what Prabhupada did. He was in a lecture like this, and the lawyer came. So, where are your trustees? Sit down here. None of them knows anything. They don't know anything. No explanation about trustees. Nothing. It's just a normal thing. They just came. None of them were committed, initiated devotees, disciples. None. The proper is yeah, sit down here, just pick anyone. So you sign. So they sign out of loyalty to Prabhupada. But what Prabhupada is doing, what he is doing is not what is happening now, that uninformed, not committed people are becoming trustees of an international organization. What Prabhupada is doing is the result of is what will happen later, which is what we are having now. What happened after that is what we are enjoying now. International society for the whole world. The people who register for it, who sign for it to be registered, they are not practicing now. They are not practicing now, but they are practicing. So what will happen after? The other day we mentioned the end result of activities is most important. What is the end result of our activity? That is most important. So what is the result of what Prabhupada was doing? Calling people who do not know anything to be trustees of international organizations like this. Is what will happen after that? The society will start to flourish, will start to expand everywhere. And it's still expanding from a simple attempt. People were looking at each other, what is happening? They don't know what was happening. They just signed because their Guru says to sign. They even initiated also that. The result is what we have now. Yeah, that's what happened. So ISKCON was registered 1966. Prabhupada went for 65. For the whole year he used for preparing to register the society, 66. And now it is all over the world. Even places where there are no temples. ISKCON is more powerful there than even places that have temples. right? If you go to Dubai, there is no temple. There are thousands of devotees there. Thousands are following. There's no temple. In China, no temple in China. There's so many devotees. A few years ago, Navadi Parikrama, every day, who sponsored the food is Chinese. Even to Navadi Parikrama, Chinese. Back to the temple, Chinese. Today, Prasadam is sponsored by Chinese. This year they couldn't come. But no temple there. But this one is moving. Seriously. Preaching is going there very powerfully. That is what Prabhupada did. The devotees who signed to make it happen like this, they're not practicing. So that is the duty of an empowered representative of Krishna. Say a leader with vision. A leader has vision means he knows his future. And most of the things Prabhupada did so the same. I forgot to say Sutikati Prabhu or something, I forgot. Prabhupada was conducting initiation. So the name of the candidate given to him, Prabhupada finished giving them. And people were sitting there, Prabhupada started giving them initiation also. They're just sitting there. So Prabhupada, they listen to him, he says, I know. Oh, who was there? He gave them initiation. He is planting the seed. He's planting the seed. He's aware, this is in the Bible. Behold, the seed sower goeth to the street, and he throws the seed. Wherever the seed falls, let it fall as it may. He is conscious that some of the seed is going to fall in the water. It will not germinate. Some are going to fall in a rock. It will not germinate. Very few will fall on the rock, on the soil. Only those on the soil will germinate. And Acharya knows that. They sow the seed. They don't care. Whatever they have the chance, they sow the seed. They are aware that some will not germinate. Even those who fall in the soil, still some will not germinate. But they will throw the seed. That is their duty. Throw the seed. Wherever it falls, let it. Mr. Prabhupada, time to
Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami Maharaj ki